This is such a good Bible story, and I'm just going to sum it up. It's the last story in Genesis. I know a lot of people know it, but I wasn't as familiar with it until like this year. And reading it for the first time, you learn that, to sum it up, Joseph is the son of Jacob. His brothers are very jealous of him, and Joseph has dreams that predict the future. He dreams that one day his jealous brothers will bow to him, and when his brothers find this out, they hate it so much, and because they're so jealous and they hate Joseph so much, they sell Joseph into slavery, unfairly sell him into slavery. He is a slave in Egypt, where he is then, as if he weren't suffering enough, convicted of a crime he did not commit, put into prison, and he suffers and suffers. And while he's suffering, you have to think, well, God promised, or God told him that this was going to happen. He dreamed that this was going to happen. Why is he in the prison? Why is he suffering, right? Well, to make a long story short, he is able to interpret the Pharaoh's dreams. And because of that, the Pharaoh is so impressed, he grants Joseph his freedom, gives him a position of power in Egypt because he's able to predict a famine that's coming to Egypt and help the Egyptians prepare for the famine. Because of that famine, his brothers go to Egypt looking for help. They don't realize that Joseph is the one in the position of power. They don't recognize him because it's been so long. And at the end of the story, they are asking Joseph for forgiveness. They are very sorry. They're very repentant. And instead of punishing his brothers, which a lot of people would think he has every right to do because he's gone through all this pain because of his brothers, he says this. Now, I'm going to start in Genesis chapter 50, verse 16. So they sent this message to Joseph. Before he died, your father gave a command. Say this to Joseph, please forgive your brother's transgression and their sin, the suffering they caused you. Therefore, please forgive Joseph wept when their message came to him. His brothers also came to him, bowed down before him and said, we are your slaves. So this is like the dream predicted, right? They're bowing to Joseph. But Joseph said to them, don't be afraid. Am I in the place of God? You planned evil against me. God planned it for good to bring about the present result, the survival of many people. I love that part. You planned evil against me. God planned it for good. Now, what is responsible for all the evil in the world? The devil, right? The devil plans evil in so many people's lives, in your life, in my life, but God plans it for good. And that's why it's so important to have the faith, to keep the faith. It's just such a good book.